The Department of Justice is trying to break up Google. What are your thoughts on the stock for next year?
They struggle for a couple other reasons, but I'm going to be honest, they're not going to break that company up. Like, okay, so if you make them take Google or YouTube and become public, is that a pro for the economy or a pro for Google? I wish you would take my most public or most valued asset and make that publicly traded as well. They're not going to break that company up. And let's be real, once you get to like this power and this level, I've always said that your goal is to have a monopoly. Google doesn't have a true monopoly. And they don't really have any great competitors. For everyone, and of course you have shout out to all the amazing companies out there, but you don't have a video streaming company that is reliable as YouTube. Vimeo, great. Patreon, okay. But they have no, it's not because they made the landscape where it wasn't competitive. The offerings are not competitive. DuckDuckGo, I love for the privacy, but it doesn't give the same results as Google search engine. So I haven't seen any email providers at scale provide an amazing email service. Like a lot of these companies have not innovated, but to break it up, I think would be a mistake and would make Google even more powerful. So
yeah, I don't like it. I saw the report. I didn't like it then. I don't like the talks of it. Yeah, it made me think of all of its use cases, obviously from a search engine standpoint, from a media streaming standpoint, but from a media standpoint for a lot of us, right? We're talking about this is the way we consume, not just like this is what everything. This is TV for us for a generation. So yeah, hopefully not. This is in the portfolio, well documented. So
but if so, YouTube will be one of the best equities
we on that
to invest in ever.
Yeah.
And I would love to see what their profit margin is because they have the real model. I don't know if some people saw, but now you can put chapters and titles and put your own series on YouTube. CBS, Paramount Plus, y'all better get it in order. Because if they find a way for creatives to pay for their own content, and now we just give you the AdSense. I know y'all want to talk about CPM. I keep telling you, wrong business model. You know who it's right for? Google. I'm gonna pay you little pennies per 1,000 for your content that's not sticky and won't last past 2 days. Here's a notable idea: make content that'll last longer than a day. Not a media expert, but I've been around some. The content should last longer than a day.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
That's a fact.
Perhaps.
Okay. So if you could only pick one stock between Amazon and MercadoLibre, which one would it be?
Shout to Jeff Bezos, shout to Lauren, Jassy, the entire team at HQ at Amazon. I love you guys dearly. I like MercadoLibre a little bit better. Of course, Amazon stranglehold in the United States, amazing company. But the net profit margin for Mercado ended in June of 2024 was 8%. This is really a profit margin battle. Now, of course, is Amazon more like here? But if I look internationally, I think MercadoLibre has an edge. On my SWOT analysis, like the biggest weakness they have is the profit margin is too low for me. It's been a stock club pick forever. It's been in my portfolio forever. But if I have to pick one or the other, and I think I talked about it in 2020 and 2021. So you would have 3x since then, more than likely. I think MercadoLibre is a better stock to invest in at the time. Amazon may be a better company, but in terms of global equity, I think MercadoLibre is stronger. And if Jack Ma didn't go on his little vacation, Baba probably would have that lead overall as well.
Yeah, their expansion, the global expansion is there for them.
Insane.
You're talking about markets, and you are right in the sense that it has outperformed Amazon this year. They've gone and yet we always talk about, you know what, the problem with following someone is that you'll never be able to duplicate what the original person's doing, right? Because they're always creating. Well, they've done that, and they've actually created some of their own things, right? So when they're doing banking, that's something Amazon really hasn't done.
Yep.
When they've created a stable coin, That's something that Amazon really they haven't done
done
that.
it yet.
They have followed the leader in the space in terms of e-commerce, but they have created their own verticals that they haven't seen, which is impressive. So
Yeah.
I think this is one of those stocks. Maybe a couple of years ago we spoke about. Yes, it has outperformed, but what it hasn't done is it hasn't split either.
True.
Right. So when you see the shares going over $2,000, at some point maybe that scales down into maybe they want more people involved in the stock. It's performed incredibly. E-commerce space. I mean, we just went to a store in, right? I try to drive to the store.
Yeah.
Every store is closed. It's only online. I don't even know. Like a month ago, it was here. So they have that in their favor. They're attacking e-commerce. They're catering to their audience, right? Like Latin America or Latin X or wherever.
Yeah, that's fire, yo.
It's on fire. It's on fire for them. So yeah, I will give them 2024. They have performed better long term. I still like Amazon because banking is tough. They're going into healthcare. Amazon still has that space, and there's so many different verticals that they have. I still like Amazon long term as a better stock, but 2024, MercadoLibre has outperformed it.
Yeah, net income went up 102%, diluted EPS up 103%, net margin is up 43%, which is a lot for that retail space. Cost of revenue, 54% improvement. So you can't argue. And if you get to travel and go on one of the MercadoLibres, it must be looking like a club sometimes to be packed. So international arbitrage.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to go look.